My dad was always giving to other people, so a lot of people, a lot of times when he'd get recognition for that, he would, almost shy away from that. He didn't want recognition from other people. He really did it because he felt like that's what you were supposed to do. I mean, he was a Christian Catholic. His upbringing, I used to question him about, what are you working towards? Why is it never enough? And why is there always another project and another event and another business and another, why is there always more? Because it seemed like he worked so hard. And he'd just smile and say it's because that's what you're supposed to do. It was just who he was and how he was wired. He saw what other people didn't see, the potential of what Shelby could be. It's not just about the shareholders or the owners of a business that are supposed to benefit from it. You should be sharing that with the community, with your employees, and doing the things that you can do, because who else is going to do it? Who else is going to step up and make those things happen? If you're a visionary, you can see that bigger picture. You can see the effect of what you do and what you don't do, and the choices that you make as a community leader. Being able to recognize those community leaders in a way that both recognizes my dad and what he did, and the great men and women that are in this community as well.
Everywhere I go, I'm new to the Shelby community, so as I have learned more about the Shelby community and who are our significant leaders, George Williams' name is often brought up.
George is certainly deserving of the honor to be the first to receive the Shelby Foundation's Visionary Award for the work that he's done to make Shelby a great place to live.
George has been a leader to the community. He shares Ralph's belief in the community and Ralph's example for giving back.
When you think about the visions that George had for our community and how we could make Shelby a better place to live, and frankly things that impacted myself as a child, George's impact through the Shelby Foundation, the Shelby Y, the Shelby United Fund, those projects that he took on years ago continue to impact not only myself, but the generations of youth that followed me in the Shelby City schools and our community as a whole.
Both from a personal standpoint and from a business standpoint, I think he has a great understanding of what it takes to make our town work. He sees down the road, he sees things probably a lot of people don't see, of what needs to be done, what needs to be supported. George is not a talker. He takes action on those kinds of things.
Where he sees there is a need for support in our community, he follows that passion and sees it through that the project gets done and it's done the right way.
Through my conversations with George and through the conversations I know that he's had with our staff members and our members, he just has this big heart that's contagious to everyone that he interacts with. And he's truly inspired me with his wisdom and insight to further go outside of even my comfort zone to strengthen the community and serve people in a way that's beyond generous.
He did a lot of things that people weren't even aware of on a lot of committees. He just gave of his time, and he was very proud of this community.
There's a saying that true charity is anonymous. I know George does not seek notoriety or attention for the things that he does.
Because of our role at the foundation, we know some of the work that he's doing to make our community better, but he does that day in and day out without asking for attention from our community, and he does it because it's the right thing to do.
George has a great understanding of quality of life assets in this town, the importance of them. A lot of his work, most all of his work's behind the scenes.
He was so involved, and he encouraged all of us to be involved in the community. I mean, we had coworkers that were on Kiwanis. I was in Rotary. We were involved with the United Fund. We were involved with the Streetlight Project. Anything that was going in town, somebody within the bank was involved with.
If there is a place that he can help out with giving, or he sees a need through the Shelby Y, helpline, whatever it may be, George is there.
And I know the Shelby Foundation wouldn't have all the assets it does today if it weren't for George out there working on his own to see that donors are aware of and consider the Shelby Foundation for their donations.
He is eager to provide insight and wisdom to our community leaders, and he fully supports and gets behind our leaders who are trying to make an impact.
George epitomizes Ralph's charitable attitude, both towards individuals, towards charities.
George is deserving of the Visionary Award because he truly exemplifies what it means to be a good steward.
I believe he's deserving just because of all the good things he's done for Shelby. He's a great man.
I can't think of anyone that would deserve the award more than George. I'm glad to see him get it, and for one night, his charitable good deeds are not anonymous.